I will start with OCI IAM.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you already know about how cloud works. Uh, Cloud overview that we did earlier when we connected. You want me to start from there, or we can proceed ahead
Yeah,
from?
I think that is the best thing. Actually, I have disconnected, right? You remember that, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that will
So
help you know capture some knowledge.
okay, so you want me to start over from the
Yeah,
very
yeah,
start, yeah? Okay,
yeah.
no problem. So cloud is actually, you know, uh, a, a centralized and virtualized computer or a server which is kept in a remote location. Okay, so there are data centers which are virtualized.
Mhm.
So data center means, data center.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so cloud is basically a data center which is virtualized. All the compute power is virtualized in a data center, and that's added to the cloud. So cloud is collection of databases which are virtualized and made available to a end user. Okay, so why exactly do we need cloud? We need cloud because we want to cut down our expenses,
Mhm.
we want reliability, and we want scalability. Okay, and Oracle Cloud or any cloud provider offers these services through cloud, which actually helps the customer to cut down on their expenses. Firstly, on resources, okay, asset resources, maintenance, administration,
Mhm.
okay, um, the requirement for a place to keep those resources, okay,
Mhm.
and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So when a website is hosted in a server, let's say the website is very big, that it requires five rack, rack servers that you
Mhm.
put in a rack, okay, and eventually, like the previous time I gave you the example, so it is currently happening in our situation. Okay, you and me, during Diwali, we go on Amazon, we go on Flipkart, we buy
Mhm.
stuff.
Yeah.
Usually we might not go to those websites. I mean, not very often, but when there is an offer going on, when there is a sale going on, when there is Diwali sale or Black Friday sale or big billion and whatnot,
Mhm.
everybody is on Flipkart and Amazon trying to find best deals for themselves. So there is a huge traffic which is experienced during this time, which wasn't there available at other part of the year. Okay, during other part of the year, every there was like normal traffic flow,
Thermal
but
buffer.
during festivities it increases. So if company has to invest on servers based on these you know added traffic coming in festive times, then they might as well spend up paying a lot which they might not be able to justify or utilize later on when the festivities are over.
Mhm.
And then sudden downscaling is not possible. So cloud not only gives you upscaling,
Mhm.
it also provides you the option to downscale. Okay, if you want 20 servers, no problem, you get 20 servers.
Mhm.
Then you say you want 100 servers, you can get 100 servers. But if you again want to downscale, you want to go to 10 servers, you can do that as well. Okay, and you pay for what you
to say that
use.
it is irrespective of storage or compute nodes.
All,
Okay.
everything,
Okay.
everything. Okay,
So
all.
irrespective of compute nodes, if you create an instance on that, compute node, how
Hmm.
scalability will work? After that, they will remove it simply.
So there is different shapes that you choose. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So there are different modes. There is one burst mode.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In burst mode, if you put the compute instance,
Mm-hmm.
then when there is incoming traffic, it will increase the number of OCPUs,
Mm-hmm.
it will increase the memory, it will increase the storage.
Okay.
Whatever the traffic needs, it will increase accordingly and
Okay.
do that. There is a different setting for that. And
Okay.
then there is manual setting where you manually go ahead and
Mm-hmm.
increase or decrease the limit.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So
will how it would be done then? If it is like, it will automatically calculate that that depends on business uses.
yeah. So it
Okay.
depends on, yeah, it depends on the number of running services.
Okay.
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 If services are running more, that means there are more HTTPS requests.
Okay. Okay.
And based on that, it calculates how much power it needs to host those incoming requests. And
Mm-hmm.
accordingly, it upscales. And then if there is not needed, like there is an initial setting as well. You
Okay.
want some extra room also given.
Okay.
Okay, not, it's not that it will be cut to cut. I mean, if you want just for 10 requests, you only give room for 10 requests. That is not possible, right? You have
Okay.
to keep a buffer. Inside
Okay.
that buffer, it works, and later on, if it needs more, then the buffer size increases.
Okay.
Okay, all
Got it.
right.
Got it.
So Oracle Cloud has, you know, I know this is a old PPT, but this is my favorite one because it covers,
Mm-hmm.
minute details as well. So that's why I picked it up. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, based on this, don't go with the exact numbers. Go with the, you know, details of it, not the numbers. Okay.
Okay.
So it says that Oracle class scale in the cloud, 29 million plus weekly active cloud users. Okay.
Mm.
It has 25,000 cloud customers. And by the way, Zoom is hosted on cloud, Oracle Cloud.
Okay.
Okay. TikTok is also in Oracle Cloud.
Mm-hmm.
So, and cloud customer, 175 countries, Oracle has their customers, and these customers use different language as well. So given that it also provide services in different languages as well. The console language changes. Okay, providing such service is very rare. Okay, so only top players do that, but yeah, Oracle also does that. 35 languages.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and 1075 plus petabyte total storage of petabyte of total
Yeah, bye.
storage of under management. Yeah. Okay,
Mm.
so 1600 plus cloud operations professional,
Mhm.
83,000 plus VMs in 27 global data centers. So this one has increased. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. 61 plus billion transactions per year. So
Okay.
that is happening from the cloud customers that Oracle has. Okay.
Okay.
This is the console for PaaS. So there are three types of cloud services that you get. One
Mm.
is IaaS infrastructure as a code.
Mm.
Then you have PaaS, that is platform as a service.
Mm.
And then there is
Mm.
SaaS, software as a service.
Okay.
Okay. So, and there is database as a service as well.
Mhm.
But these three are the most popular ones.
Mhm.
Okay. So a complete open and secure platform that spans all layers of cloud and provides choice. So these are the different types of services under Oracle Cloud. Okay. Then comes Oracle Cloud has cross-channel identity graph. Okay, 5 billion consumer on 4 million business profiles. Okay, 4 trillion online and offline spending. This is shows how Oracle how large the Oracle Cloud is.
Mhm.
Okay,
What it does exactly meaning of a cross-channel identity graph?
cross-channel identity graph means it has different types of services. So it is talking about data as a service. Okay,
Mhm.
yeah. So there are a lot of you know companies who are storing data in Oracle Cloud. Okay, using DBAS, database as a service.
Okay.
So yeah, then there are SaaS portfolio. Okay, software as a service, where you have customer experience software as a service, which is
Mhm.
used in marketing, sales. Okay,
Mhm.
we also call it you know CRM. Okay,
Mhm.
so like that, you have software for it which is hosted in cloud. So you only go ahead and use the software. You do not have to worry about scalability and compute instance. You don't have to take care of that. It is hosted in cloud,
Mhm.
and the administration management, update, and servicing, everything is taken care by the end company. You just go ahead and use the software, which is like using a browser. Okay, you don't worry about how much space, how much RAM is getting utilized while you are working on different tabs, right?
Mhm.
So it's like that. Then HCM, human resource.
Mhm.
Okay, that's for human resource, uh, and workforce management, workforce renewal, all of that. For payroll and all of that. So that's running that. Then ERP is enterprise resource management. Uh, so ERP is done for procurement. Okay, so there are a lot of things which are done in a company wherein a company buys a lot of stuff. Okay, and there is a lot of transaction going on. Revenue is being managed. A lot of risk management is done. So you do not have to buy different software for it. Oracle provide a software as a service for it, so you do not have to install and again get a you know administrator to manage that software, update that software, patching and all of that. You don't have to do it. You can simply just sign up for ERP SaaS,
Mhm.
and it will be taken care by Oracle altogether. Okay, you
Okay.
go ahead and just use the ERP service. Then SCM, inventory and logistic manufacturing. Okay, there is a software for it. Okay, and it's the same thing. These are all software. Then EPM, planning and budgeting, financial consolidation, all of that is done in this. Cost management, profitability. Then IoT, Internet of Things. Okay, so for that, you have asset monitoring. Okay,
Mhm.
you can also in a environment, in an enterprise environment, you also need analytics. So you do not have to invest separately. You can just get a SaaS subscription, and Oracle will manage the services for it. You go ahead and use the software only.
Okay.
Then social network, social marketing, social media marketing, all of that, it is done. Even Oracle has one. It's called Oracle Champion. Okay, social network, uh, software where it gives you one click option to
Mhm.
manage all your social media accounts like LinkedIn, or maybe uh, this one X, Twitter, Facebook, all of that. Okay. Then data targeting, optimization, and measurement. There is a software, and then there is like industry solution, financial services. So these are good to know knowledge, but this is not covered under OCI. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Then pass is platform as a service, a platform that gives you option to work on it for developing other projects,
Mhm.
other applications, other software, like that. So application development, there is Oracle Cloud. Java, you do not have to manually go ahead and install in your computer. It is
Okay.
hosted in cloud.
Okay.
So upgrading to a newer version when it is launched, you don't have to worry about, okay, Oracle will take care of it. You just go ahead and use that software, or the platform actually. Sorry, not the software, the platform. Okay, so like that, you have data management, autonomous data warehousing, Exadata database, big data, database backup, and all of that. Okay, under data management is now hosted on cloud. Okay.
Okay.
Then you have system management, application monitoring, cloud, IT analytics, log analytics, infrastructure monitoring, orchestration. These are all system management platforms, which is
Mhm.
again hosted in cloud.
Okay.
Okay. Business analytics, where you have need analytics cloud. Okay, a platform that leverages you to use analytics in it. You can leverage it for your purpose, and it is hosted in cloud. You do not have to worry about maintenance and administration. So
Mhm.
likewise, there are different platforms. Okay, for integration purpose, you have IoT cloud integration, SOA cloud, Golden Gate.
Mhm.
For content and experience, you have content and experience, Web Center portal, Diva, or social network. Okay, mobile, you have chatbots, security, you have monitoring and analytics, identity management. See, identity management is common in PAS and IS. Okay, so I
Okay.
will cover this. I will cover this. Okay, don't worry about this.
Okay.
Cloud access, security, broker, configuration, and compliance. These are like core uh,
Mm.
PaaS, platform as a service. Again, platform as a service is not part of IS,
Uh-huh.
and we are going to focus on IS. So I am just touching these.
Okay.
This is
Okay.
good to know information, but
Okay.
it is not under IS. I mean in OCI. Then
Why
comes,
the yellow highlighters?
I'm sorry.
This highlighters are there, right? Yellow. Why? Is there any
Oh,
reason?
I actually highlighted them, and then I couldn't unhighlight them.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah,
Okay. No problem. Go ahead.
yeah. And then comes Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, IS, infrastructure as a code. This is what we will be learning. So
Okay.
under that, the the major components are load balancing, load balancers,
Mm-hmm.
DNS, domain name systems,
Mm.
content distribution, messaging. Okay, then you have compute,
So,
storage, networking, and identity. Okay, so these are the major ones. There are
okay.
more components. These are the major ones. Then comes Oracle develops offering for three deployment models. There are like in my demo class I was telling you about this one. Okay,
Yeah.
one is like one on premises. That
Mm.
means inside your premise. If
Yeah.
you are a bank,
Yeah.
Oracle will set the cloud environment in your bank. Cloud at customer is also the same thing. Okay.
Mhm.
You want a data center in the basement. We'll do it for you. No problem.
Okay.
Okay. Public cloud is what we will be learning. Okay.
Mm.
So public cloud is OCI,
Okay.
GCP, Google Cloud Platform,
Okay.
Azure from
Global?
Microsoft. I'm sorry,
What is global?
not global, public cloud.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Public cloud. What are public clouds? Public cloud are
Mm.
OCI, Oracle Cloud Infrastructure is a public cloud
Okay.
provider.
Mm.
Then who are there? Microsoft Azure,
Mm.
Google Cloud Platform, GCP,
Mm. TCP. Okay.
AWS, Amazon Web Services,
Okay.
Alibaba Cloud,
Mm.
IBM Cloud,
Okay.
Green Lake by Hewlett Packard Enterprise, and so on and so forth. Okay.
Okay.
Cloud at customer, IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS, Oracle Public Cloud. So data center, customer data center, like I told you, same as
Mm.
Oracle Public Cloud. You have got self-contained behind your firewall. That means the data center is behind your firewall. That means firewall is in your premise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is behind the firewall. That means it is in your place.
Mm.
Fully managed cloud by Oracle. It is managed by Oracle, but it
Mm.
is in your place.
Okay.
Yeah. Meet business and regularities requirement. Develop, deploy, and manage all of your existing Oracle and non-Oracle workloads. Put it behind your firewall in the facility of your choice. Okay. So facility, that means if theft happens, who will be responsible? Oracle will not be responsible.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it is in your premise. We will
Yes.
only manage it. We will
Manage.
only deploy your deploy your work.
Yeah.
Okay, deploy your application, your software. We will develop. I mean, develop is the part you will do.
Yeah.
Deployment, we will help you, and manage we will do. I mean, Oracle will do. Okay. Meet data sovereignty, residence, compliance, and other business requirements. So it meets the data sovereignty. We want to make sure that your data is safe and secure.
Mm.
Data theft is not happening, but theft is happening. That means that is not
Client is
our.
responsible.
Yeah, yeah. Then
Only,
meet latency. Yeah, sorry.
yeah, Oracle will do only administration.
Only it will do administration. Yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
Right.
Then meet latency and performance as well. Obviously, there won't be any latency because it is in your
Mm.
basement or it is inside your facility.
Yeah.
So latency won't be there. Okay. See, latency will be there in your case when you will choose Chicago, but for a training purpose, it is not that much. But if you want to deploy a application of a big application, that means there will be some latency because Chicago is far from India. So if you want low latency, then you have to choose region Mumbai, Hyderabad. Okay, otherwise nearest to your geographical location. Okay.
Yeah.
So supporting your journey, complete, open, secure, and secure with choice and access to innovation. Cloud services coexist with current IT investment, interoperate with on-prem. So on-prem is your servers which are inside your premise.
Okay.
So Oracle's unique position and expertise help organization transition to cloud. So we are, I mean, Oracle is opening the services beyond the requirement. So whatever your requirement, you want services hosted in your place, we will do it. Oracle will do it. If you want, you want to choose public cloud, you can choose public cloud. You want cloud as customer, we can do that as well. Whatever you need. Okay. So there are these are same thing. Your data center, optimize on premise, Oracle public cloud, all of that. So we can skip that. We already covered that. So Oracle Cloud platform, it tells how it is built on high performant Oracle cloud infrastructure, where you know you have data management, application development, enterprise integration, and data integration. In the platform as a service provided by Oracle, you can also have analytics and big data, the same thing which we covered, content and experience identity. We have different services for all these different aspects. So you
Mm.
can have comprehensive, that means full control over it.
Okay.
Okay. Open means you have open services, like anybody can come and help you develop it. Okay.
Okay.
Like Linux is an open OS. Everybody is invited to go ahead and contribute it.
Okay.
Integrated means the services are integrated. That means you know only integration is possible, but you cannot actually leverage it. You cannot
Mm.
actually change it. Okay. You
Okay.
can contribute to it, but you cannot change it.
Mm.
Hybrid means mix of all three.
Okay.
Then universal credits, so you get $300 from Oracle to use uh, for 1 month.
Mhm.
Okay. So you can use it to use paid resources in the
Mm.
Oracle Cloud infrastructure console. So Oracle simplifying buying and consuming cloud. So yeah, self-explanatory. Universal credits is what I've told you.
Mm.
So monthly dollar commitment for lower price. One simple contract, universal access to all current and future IS and PaaS services. So these are the promises Oracle makes, and on top of that, you get $300, which we will also be using for setting up our environment on OCI. So there are two monthly flex. That means you pay 1 year of minimum 1 year minimum term, or you agree to pay monthly spend. So that is one of model of payment. Then you have pay as you go, no
Mhm.
upfront commitment, pay only what you use. That means whatever you're using, if you're using one server for 1 hour, you pay for one server, one
Mhm.
OCPU for 1 hour. It gets scaled up. It becomes 10 OCPU for 1 hour. You pay for 10 OCPU cost for 1 hour. So whatever your requirement is and whatever you have used, you will be charged accordingly.
Okay.
So bring your license to pass. So that means there are a lot of software which uses licenses. So Oracle provides some of those licenses, but you have already got a license purchased. Okay.
Mm.
So you can bring your own license, put it in, activate it, and use it. Okay. That is under pass.
Mhm.
Okay. So far so good, Jitendra.
Yeah, fine, Ashik.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Good.
So bring your licenses is also applicable for Oracle Public Cloud as well as Cloud at Customer.
Okay.
Okay. BYOL. Bring your own license.
Okay.
License mobility from on-premise to cloud. That means if you have use those licenses to activate some service, some software, and then you want to deploy it in cloud, and you think maybe you have to purchase again. That's not the case. It will
Mhm.
be it will be done from on-premise to public cloud. So it is possible that we migrate it. And if you want, if you are under cloud at customer,
Mm.
okay, everything is hosted in your premise. That doesn't mean bring your own license is not applicable. It is applicable in all three kinds. B- if you choose cloud at customer, on prem, or public cloud, whatever it is, this option is applicable to all. Okay. So less expensive to bring your own license to Oracle Pass versus bring your own license to AWS and AWS IS. So AWS, this option to bring your own license to your pass is comparatively very less expensive in Oracle compared to AWS. Okay,
Okay.
it reduces management and operation costs with benefits of pass automation. So you got the gist of cloud overview. What are the basic components? Okay, and you know uh, what cloud types services are available. The types of services are under software as a service, infrastructure as a service, and platform as a service.
Platform. Yeah.
And yeah, and you got to know how different they are. Infrastructure means the component which makes up your infrastructure. That means your compute instance, I mean, has networking.
Mm,
Okay, so when I say networking, again, virtual cloud network,
mm,
load balancers.
mm,
Okay, all of that. When I say compute, that means your shape, VMs. And in VM you have got OCPUs, number of OCPUs,
mm,
and then memory.
mm,
Okay, and
mm,
in storage you have got block storage.
mm,
Okay, and boot storage, like boot volume and block volume.
mm,
I will cover all of that. It is just the introduction. Here we have the infrastructure. It is divided in um, OCI, Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. So there are the infrastructure part. Then we have data and AI. Okay,
mhm.
we have databases, analytics, application. There are separate services for developer, and there are separate services for governance and administration. Okay,
Yeah.
so we wanna stick with this one, infrastructure. Okay,
Mm,
so talking about region means physical data centers
mhm,
which are present in around the world.
mm,
So data centers are located in different parts of the world. And then we also have what we call as hybrid cloud or multi cloud. Okay, so hybrid cloud is when you have uh, you know um, half of the workload is actually shared um, with the, I mean, it is sent to the cloud, and the half of it is actually retained in within the premise. While the
mm.
multi cloud means where you share the infrastructure with your partner company. Okay,
Okay.
so we share infrastructure with Microsoft Azure in few of our facilities, data center facilities. Okay,
Mm.
so the ones which we share are highlighted with the Microsoft's logo, if you can see. You can see my screen, right?
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah. So the ones which are highlighted with Microsoft logo are the ones which are shared. And then we have the orange ones which are commercial, and the one which has circle in it are the commercial planned ones. That means they are planned, but they are yet to be provisioned. Okay,
Yeah.
so moving forward is the same thing: public multi-tenant, on-premise single tenant, and hybrid cloud. These are the offerings which we have. Then we have uh, native cloud,
Mhm.
native multi-cloud support. That means the ones which are shared with Microsoft, as called Microsoft Interconnect Azure. So there is an interconnectivity between Oracle and Microsoft Azure.
Okay.
All right, now next thing is the infrastructure. So when
Ash,
we talk,
Can, can you go back once?
yeah,
Yeah. What is that? This one, Microsoft is a
Microsoft is sharing the infrastructure with us.
oh, okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay. Orange one is commercial, huh?
orange one is commercial. The one which is blank is planned one but not yet provisioned.
Okay.
And the blue ones are the government ones. Like government also are our clients, right? So they
Okay.
have special requirements. So they are like close-ended infrastructure there, wherein they have got extra security and all of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead, Ashok. Thank you.
All right. The next one is about the infrastructure and the core infrastructure services. So they are compute. So under compute, there are bare metal servers. Bare metal servers means the entire rack of server is aligned to you specifically all at once. Okay. It is not shared with anybody. The
Okay.
whole server is given to you,
Okay.
while the other servers are virtualized and divided so that others could also use it. So let's say there are 10 cores in a server. So 10 people are given one core each. It is virtualized and divided among 10 people. So server is one, but people using with different accounts, 10 people are using it, one core each people. Okay. But bare metal means the entire server rack is given to you.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Then come VM. VM is self-explanatory virtual machine. That means the server is virtualized and given and divided amongst different clients, different users with their cloud account. Okay.
Okay.
CPUs again, central processing units. They are divided again, virtualized. Then we have GPU compute instances. Okay, GPU specific compute instances where we have NVIDIA graphics come into picture in that particular. We call it shape. Different vendors call it virtual machine. We call it shape. Okay,
Mhm.
so that's the thing. The other thing is um, HPC. So HPC again is the same thing. So there are different types of uh, virtual machine and offering, considering what kind of requirement you have. So then come containers. So you have containers, Kubernetes for deployment. Okay. Service mesh and registry. Okay. And moving ahead, you have OS and VMware, autonomous Linux, OS management service, and marketplace. Marketplace is a place where you can actually get third party um, offerings like Rocky Linux and Kali Linux, all of that. Um, so they are given to you for penetration testing or ethical hacking, and so those are the stuff which are used with Kali Linux, and there are specific ones as well. As per your need, you can subscribe to them. So these are the infrastructure. Okay, computes, containers, OS. Then comes storage. So in storage, you can store, access, govern, and analyze. So where you have virtual machines here, you have block storage, object storage, file storage, and data transfers under storage. So there are like you can do block storage. Block storage is meaning one complete hardware as a storage is given to like a SSD. So let's say a SSD is virtualized 200 GB. Okay.
Mhm.
Or we say 1 TB. So what is that? That's a block volume. Okay, that's a block storage.
Mhm.
That you attach to a virtual machine.
Mhm.
Okay, so that you can store your data in it. Object storage is, so object is any service that is running in um, the cloud account. Any service is called object. Okay.
Mhm.
So object storage, meaning if you want to store a image, a file, let's
Mhm.
say your image, okay, you have one picture of yours,
Mhm.
so you want to save it in block storage. So that is an object, okay, that we call as object. So when you are storing it, you stored is that you storing a file is your primary purpose, but secondary purpose is sharing. You also want to be able to share it with other people.
Okay.
Okay, so with object storage you can upload that file and you will actually be able to get the link. Okay, so if you share the link, that means accessing the link, others will be able to view the file.
Mhm.
Okay, now you can also restrict people to make changes to it. Okay, so whatever permissions you will give accordingly. So let's say if you uploaded the picture and you gave me the link and you forgot to put the permissions or access control,
Mhm.
I went ahead and deleted it.
Okay.
Okay, you don't want that to happen, so what you do is you have certain permissions and access control. Okay, and so on and so forth. So this is about storage. As storage, you have NVMe. That's the technology used in storage. Okay, so then you have block storage, file, object storage, archive storage, and data transfer. We're gonna learn about it in our coming lesson. Is just for overview. Okay. Then comes networking. Okay. So networking has VCN, virtual cloud network, load balancers. Okay. Then we have service gateways. Okay. Service gateways are the gateways which help you access these services within your cloud account, your cloud region. Okay. Then we have VPN, which is virtual private network. Okay. So we are going to set up that as well, and we're gonna look how it works. And then we have cluster networking. We're gonna see that as well coming in. So that's your core infrastructure. All right. Compute containers, OS, VMware, or you can call it just OS, storage and networking, the core infrastructure. Then comes your databases. So we have three types of databases we support. So we have OLTP, OLAP, JSON, okay, autonomous database, okay. Then we also have distributed and OSS databases like MySQL database services and NoSQL database. All right. Then comes your data and AI. Okay. So we have big data, and under big data we have data flow, data integration, data catalog, golden gate. Okay. We also offer
Golden
AI
Gate
services like,
comes from a replicator, right? A replicator.
I'm sorry.
I- The Golden Gate is a replicator, right? So big data is also comes under this thing, replication tool.
Yes, it does come with that.
Okay, okay.
Then we have got AI services,
Mhm.
data science, digital assistant. uh, okay, so in messaging we have streaming. Okay, so messaging is now the prime focus. So we'll have that coming in.
Mhm.
Then comes your governance and administration. So you actually control what all things would be done in your cloud account, like access control, okay,
Mhm.
segregation of your files and storage, and access given to different users, how they want to interact with the services that are being hosted in cloud. Okay, and how you want them to use the console. So again, there would be a lot of not customers, I mean lot of users who would be accessing the cloud account for various purposes, and then there would be set of people who are administrators. Okay, so their access would be different than that of users. And then you have service admins who has full control over the account, can also control administrators as well. Then you set up security. You have in security you have cloud guard, security zone, vault. Okay, and there are DDoS and WAF. So these comes under security. So there are security features and services that we offer. Then we definitely want monitoring and services. Okay, so when you host something in a cloud, you want to have continuous monitoring done. So for that we have we have services like monitoring, logging, analytics, notifications, events, management cloud. All of these comes under observability.
Mhm.
Then there are separate services for dev. Okay, like developer services, low code. Low code means you do not have to write all the codes
Mhm.
manually. There are like low code application like Apex, which you go ahead and you can just pick uh, custom services, add to it, and you can launch those applications without having to write codes for each and every.
Mhm.
So app dev, where Visual Builder Studio, SQL developer, shell, APIs, CLIs, all of that. Okay. Then infrastructure as a code. We offer infrastructure as code as well, where you have your resource manager, Terraform and Ansible. Those are the most popular tools which are used nowadays with across all the cloud provider. So that is being offered in Oracle Cloud as well. Then business analytics, Fusion Analytics, there's SaaS services which is offered. And then you have your application serverless, events, functions, API gateways for API calls.
Mhm.
Okay. Then we have integration. Okay. So you have got email delivery in it, notifications, and all of those things coming under app integration. Business and industry SaaS. Not yesterday, day before yesterday, I was talking about it, like ERP, HCM, SCM, sales and marketing services, where you have enterprise resource planning, human resource planning, and supply chain management. Services which are offered by different software. They are hosted on cloud, but you do not have to take care of the administrator part of it. You just go ahead and use it like in plug and play kind of option you have for this. So that's your SaaS services. Okay, you
Mhm.
subscribe to it, you pay for it, you get it, you can go ahead and straight away use it. Okay, you do not have to worry about management and administration for those. So OCI architecture. Okay,
Mhm.
so OCI architecture, how the cloud account that you have created. Okay, what is inside it and what the architecture looks like. So firstly you have regions.
Mhm.
Okay. So regions is nothing but a localized geographic area where the data center is stored.
Okay.
Okay. So let me ask you, if I would say region is Hyderabad, India. So what does it sound like? When I say the Hyderabad, comma, India,
Mhm.
we have a region. So what does it mean? You can say no if you don't know. I will explain it.
Yeah,
Uh,
I don't know, sir.
okay. So when you say Hyderabad, India, you have a region. That means in Hyderabad you have a data center.
Mhm.
Okay. When we say Mumbai, India, so what does that mean?
Mumbai has a data center.
Correct. So these are like geographical area. We are naming those regions as the name of their localized geographic area, right?
Mhm.
So those are regions. So in a region, that means in Mumbai or in Hyderabad, there is a data center located. So could it be possible that one region has two data centers?
Yeah.
In Hyderabad,
Oh,
can you are from Hyderabad, right?
yes. Yeah.
Okay, can you name two popular places in Hyderabad?
Uh,
Begumpet.
yeah. Begumpet or whatever it is. This thing IT sector is located at, like something Film Nagar.
Okay, Film Nagar.
Uh,
Yeah. So when I say Hyderabad region, that means it is understood that I'm talking about a data center located in Hyderabad. But which data center? I have one data center in Begumpet, and then
mm,
another data center in what you said, Film
Film Nagar. Uh,
Film Nagar. Yeah, right. So that data center is called availability domain. Okay.
okay.
So in a region is geographical area. Geographical area is Hyderabad. Geographical area is Mumbai. Geographical area is Chicago. Okay.
Okay.
So these are the name of the regions. Inside that region, there are different, data centers. Okay, there could be one, there can be two, there can be three, right? So these are data center situated in a region in different area. Okay, so one it is in Begumpet, one it is in you know Film Nagar, and the third one is in Sikandrabad.
Oh,
Got it, right?
yeah. Yeah.
So why do we have three data centers in one city? So we have three data centers in one region to achieve fault tolerance.
Okay.
What do you mean by fault tolerance? So let's say there is a power grid
Mhm.
to Begumpet that supplies the entire Begumpet area electricity. That whole power grid is down.
Mm.
That means the data center will be powered off, no power, right?
Mhm.
So that means the whole region will go down, right?
Yes.
That means
It's kind
that
of
become,
disaster, right?
yeah, sorry,
Disaster. Yeah. Disaster.
right. It is for redundancy.
Yeah. Redundancy.
Yeah. So within a region, we have availability domain in order to achieve redundancy, fault tolerance, low latency, and
Mm.
high bandwidth. Okay. Are we good?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Ashif.
Okay. Then come fault domains. So fault domains are logical servers inside of availability domain.
Mhm.
So these are logical servers, okay, or you can say logical data centers inside availability domain. Okay, so that means if a power to one availability domain goes
Mhm.
off, that means all three will go down because these are segregated in three availability domains, but the power supplied to these all three servers is actually supplied to the availability domain.
Mhm.
Inside that availability domain, we have divided availability domain in three logical fault domains. Okay,
Mhm.
yeah. So these are not physical; they are logical. Okay, so if the domain goes down, fault domains also goes down because they are logically segregated
Okay.
data centers, or you can say servers.
Mhm.
Okay, so you can say hardware plus infrastructure, logical data centers, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Are we good?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So now choosing a region, how do we choose a region? I am living in Jamshedpur, you are living in Hyderabad,
Mhm.
and so which data center should we choose? So here, whenever you are choosing a region, make sure that region is closest to your physical location. Choose a region closest to your users for lowest latency and highest performance. That means if you are in Hyderabad, you should definitely choose Hyderabad data center.
Yeah.
If I was living in Mumbai, I will not choose Hyderabad. I will choose Mumbai data center because that's closest to my location and my users are mostly from Mumbai. Let's say for the discussion sake. Okay. So whichever location you are in, try to choose a region which is closest to your physical location.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So just I'll give one more example. Yeah. One more example for this. Let's say you create a website. Okay. You create a website. It is for American burgers.
Mhm.
American burgers, and you are selling American burgers through that website, which
Mhm.
is for American customers in America.
Mhm.
You are selling American burgers through a website hosted
Mhm.
in America for American customer. So which
Mhm.
region will we choose? But you are in Hyderabad, India, yeah.
Yeah.
So which location you will choose? Hyderabad or India?
Uh, uh,
Yes, I'm
which
sorry, America or India? I meant.
America itself, I think. Why?
Correct.
Because yeah, why? Because that business has been set it up for the Americans.
Hmm.
Yeah. One more thing, Asif, I got you know uh, so I have some doubt.
Yeah, tell
Uh,
me.
if my business set up, across the globe,
Mhm.
then which one I need to select?
So if you have set business setup for the whole world, for the entire public, like Facebook or Google,
Mm,
okay, which everybody is using, then you have to choose multiple regions,
mm,
okay,
okay.
and then you have to do fault tolerance among those regions,
Okay.
okay, yeah, so that
I don't think
the
like McDonald's is business is spread across the world, right?
correct,
So
correct.
in that case, how they gonna choose it?
So they will use VCN peering.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, the technology will come. I'll show it to you how it is done. Yeah.
Okay.
But that's a very good question.
Okay.
So data residency and compliance. So why do we choose a region? To comply with the data residency and compliance. Okay, let's say that WhatsApp calling is banned in the Gulf countries like Saudi Arabia,
Yes.
all of that. Yeah, so if you are there, you cannot be doing this WhatsApp calling. But in India, everybody does that, no problem, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that is because the region allows us to do. So the restriction and the compliance is
Mm,
applicable here, but that's not applicable in Gulf countries, right?
yeah.
So like same like that. So there are many websites which are restricted. Even
Mm,
Hotstar, that's Indian made application, is not available in many countries, right?
yeah.
So it's like that. Then service availability. So new cloud services are made available based on regional demand, regulatory compliance, and resource availability, and other factors. Like so regions are made, if we want, if there is a region in India, again for Dubai, Saudi Arabia, and all of that, it is close by, but
Mm,
then their country has different approach, right, to data.
mm,
And again, if India and China, they are very close, right? So we can have a data center hosted in, let's say, in Delhi. China is not that far, but then China has a lot of restrictions, right, which we do not have. So they have their own options, and they have their own regional demand. and there is a regulatory body as well, compliance. The government doesn't want that to happen. They want their data, like recently we started doing it. We are trying to retain our data inside India. I don't want the data to be stored outside India, right?
Yeah.
So for that reason, we have regions in different parts of the world, in different countries,
Mhm.
achieve these service availability, data residency, and compliance. And again, location plays a vital role because it reduces latency. Got it?
Suppose, yeah, as if uh, in case I have a business, okay,
Hmm.
uh, that business needs one service, okay, that is
Okay.
not available. If that is not available in near to my location, then
Hmm. In that case, you can set up in the you know the service where uh, the location where it is available. Like, let's say you mean in India there are certain website which is not available, so you go ahead and choose a region in Las Vegas or Chicago, right?
yeah,
So you can host there, and what you are doing is you are doing administration from your location, but
okay.
data is actually stored in different country, no? So the compliance will
Will
be followed of
impact
that
that's
country.
latency and all this performance and right?
See, latency will be applicable to you because you are connecting from India to Las Vegas or Chicago, but
Okay.
users are living in USA, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're getting my point?
That's what, Ashif. Actually, I have a business in India. I wanted to set up. Okay. I
Hmm.
wanted to do a business in India itself. Okay. But
Okay.
which I need the service is relevant to my business. That is not no available in my nearest location.
Okay. Okay. Got it. So in that case, you cannot go ahead, right? Because your region restricts it.
Okay.
Yeah. Compliance will be followed, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise, there will be uh, a huge issue created by the government, right? So all companies has to uh, follow the instruction provided by the government.
Okay. Okay.
Got it, right?
Got it. Got it, Ashif.
Availability domains. So availability domains, as I said, inside a OCI region, multi-AD means multiple availability domain. OCI region has different availability domains. These are physical data centers residing inside the region. So these are isolated from each other. That means they are not directly connected. That means power supply to it are not same. They are isolated. They are not connected with each other in terms of power. So if they are connected with each other through power, if one goes down, that means the other, the second one and third one all will go down, right? Because the power supply is same for them.
Yeah.
I gave you already. I gave you the example.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here in this slide, you can see availability domain 1 went down, but that did not affected the availability number 2 and AD number 3. So we call it AD in short. Okay.
Okay.
So they are not physical infrastructure. Infrastructure are not shared. They are different data centers altogether. So
Okay.
that's how the region is unlikely to fail simultaneously, because the Hyderabad region will not fall because it has three
Data
availability domains
availability domains.
situated in three different areas.
Okay.
Fault domains. So each availability domain has three fault domains. These are logical data center within an AD. Okay.
Okay.
Resources placed in the fault domains not share single points of hardware failure.
Okay.
Okay. So
But one of
yeah,
the available AD is gone, that all fault domains will go off, right?
yeah, If availability domain is down, that means all fault domains will be down.
But then what is the use of it to make it three? Then fault domains.
So fault domains are made three in order to achieve, um, reduce latency. Okay. So and also, fault tolerant, like the word suggests. So
Okay.
let's say, what I do is I keep, I divide, you know about RAID configuration.
Hey, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so the same concept. Okay, so if we configure RAID, okay, if
Mhm.
suppose by mistakenly I deleted some file, okay,
Mhm.
it can be I recovered from the fault domain number two if I replicate the same amongst the three. And if there is any issue where service got down, or any issues like that for disaster recovery, it plays a vital role in that. Yeah.
It means that logical data should not miss it, right?
Yeah.
The
So
tendency. Right?
yeah, so it is for
Talking
fault
about
tolerance.
it will be like, three logical data, it will be divided, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So they, yeah, stored in three different fault domains.
Yeah, it's kind
So
of, this redundancy. Uh,
hmm
in terms of, if you talk about that database, yes, some storage,
hmm.
that kind of storage, right?
Correct.
Okay,
Correct
okay,
only. Yeah,
okay.
you got it. Okay. Like you can see, the fault domain one,
Mm,
is down. So in any region, resources in at most one fault domain are being actively changed at any point in time. This means that availability problems caused by change procedures are isolated at the fault domain level. Okay, so let's say there is a website, the main website is hosted here. Okay, and these are two for testing.
mm.
Okay, so if you do testing and then let's say it crashes the whole application, but that happened here, no, it did not affected the production environment.
Okay.
You get my point? So you can keep one as testing. So there are multiple uses you can take leverage from. You can
Mm,
have two fault domains configured for production environment, while one you keep for testing. And
mm.
likewise, you can test, and if anything happens, it doesn't affect the other two. Otherwise, you can also do fault tolerance and do RAID configuration and take leverage. So these are like fault domains are logical data centers, like I said. So you can use them as per your convenience, as per your requirement.
Yeah, got it. There's kind of, normal redundancy, high redundancy, external redundancy, something kind of, concept, right?
Correct.
Yeah. One more thing, this thing, how max we can configure that fault domains within the AD?
Max 3.
Okay.
So
Max
different,
three, and
not
also
not
minimum is also three, right?
yeah. No, you can have two as well.
Okay.
So the thing is, not every data center is that big. Okay, so
Okay.
usually all the region has three availability domain, but there are some regions which has only two availability domain. That means only two data center. Not a big
Okay.
city, only two data centers available. So uh, data centers are availability domains. Yeah.
Okay.
So here there is one diagram. I
Mm,
picked it up to explain it. So you can see the app is you know copied here, the same app, and then we have one data DB1 and DB2. Okay,
okay.
so if anything, if any configuration changes happens here, okay,
Mm,
it will not going to affect this one until unless you have configured to do so.
okay.
So you can actually set up these availability, I mean these fault domains as such that you can segregate testing with production environment, or you can increase the redundancy as well using them. So it depends how you want to configure it.
Okay.
Okay, so here you see it is configured like same. Okay, here it is configured differently. Okay, so whatever happens here will not affect
Impact
this one. Yeah,
all the
but
methods.
you
Yeah,
can
affect.
configure like this one as well.
Yeah, all the methods.
And then you can attach two availability domains as well for replication.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so on with AD3 as well. So these comes under your virtual cloud network. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, all these things, availability domains, fault domains, in all these come under your virtual private network, virtual cloud network, VCN. Okay, so design your architecture to deploy instances that perform the same task in different fault domains in one AD region, in different availability domains for multiple AD regions.
Mhm.
Okay, so you can have only one AD configured, or you can have two ADs, or you can have three ADs configuration, however you like. So it depends on how what kind of configuration you have. So this will actually avoid single point of failures. So if one availability domain goes down, the second availability domain will still be up and will have the same apps and databases running, same application running. So this is not going to affect your website, will not be down. And you can connect them with data guard.
Yeah.
Is it clear?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So here the same thing, design your architecture to deploy instances that perform the same task in different fault domains in one AD. Here
Mhm.
there were multiple ADs. Okay, and then these actually is just a recap. So availability domains contains fault domains. These are logical data centers to achieve anti-affinity, and regions are geographical locations where you have multiple availability domains. These are physical data centers. And region pair means there are multiple regions you are subscribed to, and you connect both of them within region pairing. So that would actually make sure that if one region is down, the other is still up. So these are for fault tolerance, as you can see. Okay, these are different setups. So SLAs on availability management and performance. There are different SLAs for that. Availability domains, region and region pair.